Freaking broken glass, needles. You'd think I was in San Francisco. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're already a loyal subscriber, welcome to the channel. If you're not yet a loyal subscriber, just go ahead and subscribe. You're gonna like it. You know, you're already here. You might as well just hit it. We do a lot of fun stuff, but today we're gonna continue the fun stuff. Kind of get away from the farming. I guess it pertains to farming a little bit. We're gonna be putting some walls up in here in the old barn, because prior to that we had these up and the pigs just go right under there, and then you wind up with this, just a big disgusting mess all over the place, and I'm sick of it. So we're gonna go. What's this guy doing? What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Get away from my truck. Get. That's our Longhorn Winchester. He's about a year old, and he's probably just bored out here, honestly. We are going to go ahead and put wood half walls in here, just like I did over here. We used to have a horse, so this was like 10 foot, 10 foot, 10 foot. And it was starting to look pretty nice in here. We got rid of our horse, so now it's 2 5x5 goat cages in each one of these that we use when it's time for them to have their kids. Kidding season, it's nice to just go ahead and put one mama goat in each one of these, and they don't get their babies mixed up. It's easy to pay attention to them when they're just one per cage, and it just works out really well having these breeding stalls. So we're not going to do this over there. This is where we do our vaccinations, hoof trimming. We have our feed over there right now, but right there is going to be the feed room in the future whenever we get to that. But for right now, it's over here. And we usually have a big pile of feed bags that we burn. But now the pigs get over here and they get into everything, and we're about to stop all that. So how we're going to do it, I went and bought some stall channel at Metal Mart. And stall channel is literally like a C channel that fits boards perfectly right here. It's just like a C channel, and all I did was tack weld it in place, and you just slide the boards down, and it's very easy. And it seems like the thing to do that makes the most sense with these kind of modular barns that are made with the 2.5 inch galvanized, I think it's 14 gauge metal. It's like carport. I thought it was gonna suck having this because it's with the raised center aisle. They had to come down every 5 feet for the supports. They couldn't just make it one big span. And I thought it was gonna suck because you have all these posts coming down in the way, but it actually helped out making these stalls. So I think it's gonna help out with this too. And yeah, so I guess if you're thinking about building a barn and you're doing it out of this stuff, don't let the, unless a huge open span is what you're going for, don't let these posts coming down scare you, because they actually become pretty useful because they're super sturdy, part of the structure, and it's really good to build walls and stuff off of. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna make these 6 boards tall. These are 2x10s, but 2x10 is actually like a 1.5 by 9.25. So I think I'm gonna make them 6 tall on each one, because I got 12 boards. We got 3 boards per area, 4 areas to work with, 12 boards. Okay, I'll talk myself through that real quick. But here we go. So that's actually gonna be like 55 inches. If I cut these 12-foot stall channels into 48 inches, then we can start them 3 inches or so off the ground, and it'll still poke up a little bit off the top, and it won't be too bad, and it'll still definitely be manageable. So yeah, let's get started before these pigs tear up everything. All right, so we're gonna put these 48 inches, 48-inch stall channel pieces about 4 inches up, and that'll give this board still enough room to hang out. But to do that, I had to take this screw out, so there's 2 screws in each side of these, and it's all structural. So before I do that, I'm gonna throw a tack weld in there, and should be better than new. So I'm gonna do that. I've already marked off where 4 inches needs to be, and all of these bolts right here that I have my ground on, all of these bolts are on the outer side. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my board on the inner side, and then I'll have to take a little chunk out of it right there, but it won't be a lot. So let's go ahead and get rolling on this. I got my welding rig here, Can-Am, hooked up to the old generator that's 1,000,000 pounds trying to get in the back of this thing. They're just curious. They don't like what I'm doing, probably. I'm not gonna be able to get in there and get free food all the time. All right, here we go, let's do it. I got these this first set welded up. It's just some short welds, like 5 or 6 short welds on each side of each one, and it's super strong. It doesn't need, I don't have a horse kicking this thing, a cow ain't kicking it. It just needs to be able to stop the pigs from going in this area, so it's not bad. Don't judge my welds. One, I don't weld often, and when I do, it's with the Chicago Electric Harbor Freight welder. That gets the job done, honestly. If you're just a tinkerer, Harbor Freight's the way to go. So I got these, several tack welds on each side, and ready to start sliding boards down, see how she looks. And right there, I'm not even gonna have to mess with that. Beautiful. There it is. First wall's up. Ain't no pigs getting through there. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on. And I got some silver spray paint to hit those welds, so it actually looks a lot better. Krylon Tough Coat Direct to Metal. I don't know what happened to my freaking wire brush for welding. That'd be nice to find. Beautiful. Time for the next one. Broken glass, needles. You'd think I was in San Francisco. Put the old ground on. Ain't nothing to it. What to do it? Beautiful. We got some dang walls now, boy. It's a disaster in here. That's it, right there. There's some walls. Now comes the sucky part, trying to figure out how to make this door. I got no plans. I'm just gonna kind of do something like that and hope that it turns out okay. This is what I'm thinking for this. 52 wide plus what, an 1.75 inches, so then it's 55.5 wide, which is what I need it to be. And then I'm just gonna butt these up like this, and I'm gonna butt weld them like that, which is not gonna be the strongest thing in the world, but I think it'll work. I got some panel, some of the sheep and goat panel, and I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna tack weld every single one on there. So that should give it a little bit of rigidity, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, here we go. Let's kick it off because we're burning daylight. So I got a little carried away. I freaking welded the top on, only on one side of one side. And it's gonna make it hard to drop boards into it if we do that. So let's not do that. Hopefully it's not too screwed up to recover. We'll just put that on the bottom and no one will see it. Now we gotta measure some boards, cut them up, drop them in. We're looking good so far. We're gonna have to rip this one. Not a lot, but it is gonna happen. All right, the door is put together. There it is, a frame. And it is a lot stiffer than I thought it would be, but it is not as stiff as it needs to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this out and cut a cattle panel, weld it on, and see how much that stiffens it up. This door is probably every bit of 100 pounds, so I'm not trying to add a lot more weight. Little kids get their fingers indoors and stuff. This probably takes someone's finger off. So I'm not trying to do that. But it is going to be a super heavy door, and hopefully this doesn't add a lot. So here's the door. It is huge and heavy. So probably put a latch about here so you can reach over and grab it. Hinge. I think these boards on the bottom are going to put it exactly where it needs to be ish. We'll figure it out when we get there. But we're burning daylight real bad, and this camera sucks in the dark, so depending on how long it takes, I guess I might be out tomorrow to show the finished product, but I'm getting her done tonight. Well, it's obviously the next day. It got too dark to film anything, but I did get her done. I welded this latch on. The whole door opens. And now we're out here to do some cleaning and feed all these animals. Here's the latch right here. Don't mind those welds. Opens up. Everything works. Turned out okay. Time to clean up this disaster. We just finished rage cleaning this whole place here. Center aisle. Finish this up. Over here looks straight again. And now we should never have to worry about this getting out of control over here. Center aisle you gotta sweep every month or two anyway when it rains and they make a mess and whatever, but looks much better over here. A million times better. And over here. We put this cattle panel right here so they can't even get over here anymore. This is gonna be the new feed room, I think. And then if we have a big kidding season, we'll let all the goat kids over here so the mamas don't try to get in their food and bother them. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
also have them for lice and fleas right now.
Lice and flea spray. It's one of the clear ones up there. Thanks for hanging out with us and these guys. Until next time. I have a surprise for this weekend, actually. So it's a pretty big one. You have to stay tuned and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Here they come to screw it back up. All right, see you later.